back at it again. Dazzle, Sally, and myself, Paula. This is TikTok, and we are here to predict your fave of the faves, okay?
Yeah.
Namas 2020 nominees. We are here to predict who will be scooping which category. And guys,
crazy.
are we good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, female artist of the year, it's a tough category
Yeah.
because there's only a certain pool of people, you know, and there's not much
Of female artists that are out there.
There's not a lot of
Every year it's kind of been like that, where you have the male categories and you have plenty of artists to choose from. But for the female category, as outlets were,
It's by money.
you know,
Limited.
and from the 5 you would have a few who already also stand out. But who knows? Look at the year that Ann Singer scooped all of those awards. She came out of nowhere and she took like 5-6 awards.
Yeah, she took like
So with the numbers, you just don't know,
You don't know.
whether that will happen or not. But let's look at who's a nominee this time.
Okay, best female artist of the year, ADORA with Rise, EHLERS with LIZE Alive, Monique English with Red, Rose Black with Forbidden Fruit, and Sally Boss Madame with Blind Girl.
It's a tough one for me. I won't lie. 5 strong
I like how
ladies.
Paula's like,
Yeah, no, because I totally understand what he means when he says it's a tough one. Except for Rose Black. You go on, I've heard a couple of songs where I work.
Yeah.
But if you really go on the net and you look for Rose Black's album, Forbidden Fruit, you won't find it anywhere. There's one song on Don Lu,
Okay.
and that's about it.
That's the one.
So I am not familiar with her work here.
And I think she's one of those artists that it's artists that you hear of like in a slip of a conversation and then it's
Yes.
done. You haven't heard her work or maybe seen her work yet. And I think with this Forbidden Fruit also, it came out at a place or at a time where, you know, the Adoras and the Sellies were really busy, you know, getting into the industry with their new artwork. And it's artists that are there, but they're not really pushed, or they don't really push their work out there themselves.
but I guess that's what the Namas is, right? It is that award show whereby we're meeting these new artists for the first time. And I think what makes it frustrating is that you can't find their music. So it's like, okay,
It makes
you're
you question.
nominated. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you're nominated. Great. But where's
Oh,
your
big
music?
category, by the way.
Where are you in the industry? Why haven't we seen you, you know, being active? Okay, yeah. So it's like you're nominated. It doesn't really mean anything if you're not present or in our face, because we might as well just cut her out at this point because you don't hear her. I looked for her music. I only found that one.
Okay.
And I want to add to what Dazzle said. Maybe, like you said, you hear her name here and there. Maybe the person was, you know, when somebody's that good that they make an impression on you, you don't know the music, but you heard them that one time. And so you're like, have you heard Rose Black? And that could be the situation where, you know, we haven't heard of the girl, but the impression she made with her talent or whatever that person heard was probably so impressive for that person to want to talk to you about
at that
her.
point in time. And I think
Yes.
that's the perfect example I can do is, I don't know whether you guys have heard the song by Paradox, Victory Dance,
Yes.
featuring Arlinda. That's also one of Namibia's talented vocalists, but I've only heard her that once. Do you get what I'm
She's
saying?
on
Only on that picture.
661 Music's album with Sunny Boy. There's a
Yeah,
song.
and then she did those ones now recently
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And she also currently busy with her own artwork, but then again, they're not pushing for them
Yeah.
to come through to categories as such.
Yeah. We're gonna need a whole episode to talk about why.
But yes, let's
Yeah.
take a look at some of the other categories. Monique English, what do you guys think of that album?
I just love Monique because of her voice, but I don't know, man. Management is an important part of you being an artist and the push. And sometimes these artists are signed to labels, or they may perhaps be doing their own thing, and there's not enough of the professionalism or maybe that person that is dedicated to pushing your music out. I did enjoy the album, but I do feel like it could have been better.
And she
For me, I think every artist has certain strive that they are looking for. And I think Monique English is one of those people that maybe wants to cater that to the UK market and the international market as well, because her artwork and her work in general, it's really not of what we would say we accept here within the country. So I think she's more into that, pop music, that techno type of sound. I've listened to a couple of songs as well.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with her vocal capabilities, yes. But I just don't think that the music is for this country.
For the country. Yeah, techno, I mean, that's why Stefan Ludwig only managed to make one song.
Wait, Stefan Ludwig, what does Stefan Ludwig have to do
No,
with
I'm just saying in
Monique?
terms of...
Because I'm like, Stefan Ludwig, no, an R&B artist.
Let me explain.
Okay, girl, you better.
I'm just
Let's
saying...
switch up though. Okay, but no, wait.
Wait, let her speak.
I'm just saying that the type of sound, it's like when if we're talking about Afrikaans music, it only goes so far. So
In
for a
Namibia
person-
now.
Right.
Yeah.
So for a person like Monique, we can only pray for her to get signed like outside of the country, so that she can actually go further, so that her music will get accepted. So I don't understand what she's saying.
Because remember that when she worked with Antonio, there was a point in time that they tried. What's up, man? They tried to, make her sound Namibian. I don't know whether this is going to be offensive to some other artists.
Why? Why is the Namibian sound offensive?
No, because some people kind of feel like, don't put me in that
Leave
box.
us.
But anyway, I think he wanted her to sound some sort of way whereby we as Namibians can accept her. And I think that is what he partially managed to do. I don't know what happened with them between, having the contracts and whatnot.
Nobody
but now
ever
this is a
knows.
different Monique on this album, opposed to the Monique that you have heard with Antonio.
Well, kudos to her for taking herself out of the box, at least. So,
All right, let's move on to EHLERS with
Lisa
Live.
Oh, live.
Come on,
I almost
Live.
said five.
Lucifer.
I won't believe.
Sorry.
Kijk, jong. The album's name is Lucifer. Joking. Lisa Live. Can we get into that real quick?
She won last year, right?
People Artist of the Year,
Yeah,
yes.
she won big last year.
Yes.
And not that I'm trying to take this
Where are
away
you going
from
with
no.
this?
So
I'm
we
not-
must just skip.
No, not that I'm taking this away from her, but I kind of feel like we could have really given this to people that.
But who else is there?
Who else?
Again, we were
Okay.
talking about earlier how female
Who
musicians
else?
start a pool of them.
I mean, Erna Chimu is there. Didn't qualify in this category.
The thing about Lisa is that her sound is very peculiar, and she's very poetic, and she's very theatrical. And Namibians are not like that.
They don't appreciate it.
We don't
Appreciate it,
that sound.
yes.
Or we don't know the sound, so we won't give it a chance per se. Lisa is probably she's one of the disciplined artists, so we'll give that to her.
And hardworking, I would say.
Hardworking, yes.
And
she's
also, we need to
platform.
also give her a point for, not even a point, plenty of points for what she's done for the industry
Right.
Yeah.
in terms of song night and
Yeah.
just how
And I
she's
do respect
uplifting
her for
other
that.
females and
Right.
musicians
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
That she really, kudos to her for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she also put me in her music video.
Hey, girl!
I'm
But
telling
Lisa's a
you.
great, phenomenal artist. I need to agree with you guys.
Okay.
But I just kind of feel like, having somebody who won big last, if it was maybe 5 years ago, 2 years ago, years, I could have understood that. But then,
That's
I can see.
That's what
yeah,
I was
in
talking
a
about.
row.
Why can't I win more than one award?
All right, moving on to Sally Boss, Madam. What do you guys think of Lucky Girl album?
Should we even talk about this though?
Yes, we should
let
talk
me-
about it.
Was I
You want to go first or what?
Okay, like we were saying in the last episode, there's a thing about an album is that there should be a flow, and also different moods as well. So I like the album because there's that like a booty vibe. Then there's also her going into that center. There's a lot of different genres.
Some West African
and
type of feels.
it's a good body of work. I really love that.
It's a good body of work. Here's the
Is
thing.
it?
It's expected for me personally. It's expected of Sally. Like I can't expect Sally to drop an album that is not fire. Do you get what I'm
Right.
saying? Sally's gonna drop an album and it's gonna be fire. If it makes
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
she
know,
takes her time
like
as
as
well.
managed for my sure That's what I
her
expect
motto.
from her.
Like, she needs to give fire.
The
out.
level she's at right now, it's like she can't even afford to drop.
Yes,
Because Sally
no,
dropped the
no.
album, but Sally was by still the afgelopen jaar as ons hulle twee moet compare.
Yeah,
You
because
get
I
what
think
I'm saying?
Sally only became active when it was towards the launching of the album, I think.
Yeah.
But she was very quiet about, you know, what she was working on with. People were asking like, "Are you gonna drop anything soon?" But she was very quiet about it. Now,
Such a
with
Rihanna.
now Adora was really, really busy. You would just see an update like she's in the south, she's in the coast, she's you know,
shooting a video,
Yeah, she's-
featured on who's song.
she's doing a live set where
Yeah.
and she was
Yeah.
really busy.
It's time to choose,
vote.
y'all. Woo!
Hey, you know my name.
Okay, I
know
can
how
go
hard
first.
this category is for all
I
of
can
us.
go first. I do
Yes.
love all the ladies within this category. I've gotten the chance to listen to all their work. I got the opportunity to, you know their work as
Right.
well. But if I have to honestly, based on the description by saying that we are just not looking at your album and how the artwork looks like and how you sound, but if we're looking at what you've been doing throughout the year,
Yeah.
I'll definitely give it to Adora. Rise up, girl. Rise!
I think my vote is gonna go to Adora as well. Rise. I think you said everything that I wanted to also say. And yeah,
Well deserved.
artists or female artists, and this will be her
Well,
first
this
time.
one.
You know, the pain will also not be that bad for especially Sally because she has already taken 2 years ago now, 2017 female or 18. But yeah,
You said it's gonna be awkward now. I wanna hear who you're selecting.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck between Adora and Sally.
Okay, now just give it to us.
you have to choose one.
You have to choose
we
one.
will not leave you. Hey?
Choose
Take
one.
over Ronzilla, choose and you want
Choose
to
one.
be.
Is it an A or is it a
Choose.
Which one is it?
Can I be skipped
No!
over?
Which one? Okay, now just sing the song and then they can decide who's the artist of that.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm still stuck, man, you guys. So
Just choose, we gotta go. Choose.
Okay.
Choose.
Um,
Choose.
I think it's Adora.
Sally.
Yeah.
It's Adora.
Sally has a brief.
It's
Please.
Adora. Oh, I thought you're
No,
telling
no,
us Sally.
Oh.
No, I'm calling her. That's what's her name. Sally J.
Yeah.
Choose somebody.
Adora. Adora it is.
Just do this.